prices are flying, everyone is excited. I am not. Did I see this coming? No. Am I excited as an investor? Also, no. And that's exactly this video matters to me and why I'm sharing and recording this video. This is not about predicting whether silver goes, where silver goes. And targets are fool's game. This is about process, you know that very well. Especially when you are busy trying to manage day job and invest together, it is all about weekends trying to work through. And before I just have a small request. Before I go further, I want your view. Do you think silver still has rooms to run or it's getting crowded? Just comment below so I know what your thoughts are before I jump and share my view. And yes, I've seen that based on my stats, most of you watching aren't subscribed, almost 80% of them. If you think these videos are helping you, hit a subscribe button. Once done, just type done. Uh, this is definitely no doubt about it that there is a golden period for silver. But I think slightly differently, and I want to give you three reasons here in this side of the video. For first time, as you can see on the chart, first time after 2011, and it's very clearly shown here. If you can see my mouse, 1980, 2011, but it peaked, and then now it has crossed that level of silver. And this is the chart from 1934 and gives you clarity, booms and busts of silver, right? So definitely this is a golden period for silver, and it is about the price action which matters. So as in the peaceful weekend investing, we don't chase number, we observe behaviors and try and work towards it. So there's no doubt, if you look at the chart of silver, which will open it, SLV is one of the biggest ETFs. I'll share with you, and you can see here going on, which take 3 months chart and give you, this is what this is showing, right? And this 2011 chart, 2011, and now it's created this whole um, those 2011 time, right? So you can see this happening. And no recommendation buy and sell. I'm just sharing you my view and education purpose only. So going back to the silver, you can see what is the silver boom. So that's one of the reasons. Definitely, this is a golden period. Now, what is important here is second reason is gold and silver ratio. As I mentioned to you last time, and I'll leave the link below, I'm not repeat it again, is that it is important to understand whenever there's a gold and silver ratio, this is chart of 3 months. Whenever you see the price rising, that means gold is more valuable than silver and silver is less valuable. Hence, the ratio is going to be higher because gold is more expensive versus the silver. I explained that in the previous video. Now you can see this big candle falling. That means silver is catching up to the gold, and gold is not moving as expected, and silver is moving too high too fast, and hence you can see these red candles. And last time this happened was in 2011, which was the peak of this peak, right? So whenever you see there's a peak here, this will be bottom here formed, or a trough is formed here. So that's the ratio you can see here, and now it's moving towards that. So this is where things are looking crazy at the moment, because you can see in 2011 the prices of gold would have not moved that much, hence you see there's a bit of trough formed, but now it's moving towards it. So there definitely you can predict and see what's going on, but I'm not in the prediction game. I'm here to give you the facts and figures, and data is more important for I, and this is important to understand the gold silver ratio, and I explained this to you in the last video, so I'm not going to repeat that. So what happens next? And that's the wrong question we want to ask, right? We just have to follow the process and work, and that's why I say just managing the risk. Now, reason number three is a demand narrative, right? Everywhere now, silver is coming into news, especially the EV vehicles, and especially and the all the renewable themes, especially making those solar panels. The silver is used, so definitely industrialization usage of silver has gone up a lot, and that is also kind of all and global interest, and putting silver as one of the critical metals has been talked about, and gold and silver has been used as part of hedging against the US dollar. So all those macro talks I've talked about, that's fine. But remember, when When everyone knows the story, it's already priced in. That's what I believe in. And now I love markets that moves in a peaceful fashion, especially in a 45 degrees. What is bothering me a lot is silver right now is close to 80 degrees. And if you go back to silver, look at this. If I go on the weekly chart, and that is where bothers me a lot, because it has gone up too fast, too quick. And you know very well, when this happens, it's kind of a consensus trade. And I love to um, sell things in strength, as you know. And yesterday, one of my friend from Malaysia called me recently and asked, "Oh, is it a good time to buy silver?" And that's exactly the deja vu time, because I had a similar call came in when Bitcoin was at peak. And since then, Bitcoin went down. Somebody from another country, a friend of mine, called me, "Should I buy Bitcoin?" Now, those are the, I call it a magazine cover indicators. When everybody's talking about it's time for you to also take some money off the table. And somehow this is how it worked for me in the past. And I'm not saying that it'll work this time, but this is my process and I'm happy with that. I'm peaceful to with what I decide on it. So it's just a method of what your core philosophy is, what's your process. I always rate process is bigger than prediction, because that way it makes me peaceful. So, as a busy professional, we don't think like traders, we think like fund managers. And I prefer selling into strength, not because I'm bearish, but because I'm following a repeatable process. So, the real question isn't, is silver good buy now? The smarter question is, do you have a process? And if it goes against you, that's how you should invest peacefully, even in hot markets, right? And that is what matters. First is what when did you enter, because that decides your peaceful journey. Definitely enter way before, and I shared with you in videos before that we have been talking about silver when nobody was talking about. And you can see there are so many videos I made at that point, and it was 2025 February. So you could see that all the three videos available. So question to you is, what are you planning to do in silver if you're invested? If you're not invested, what is your next action? I'm looking forward for your feedback, comments below. So I'm going to personally respond that. Till next video. Bye bye. Thank you.